खुशामदीद जॉर्जिया के दिल में, एक ऐसी सरजमीन जहाँ कहानियाँ, रवायात और लाजवाल खूबसूरती जिंदा हैं। यह है तबिलिसी दारुल हुकूमत, और इसका सबसे तारीखी हिस्सा है पुराना तबिलिसी, जो जॉर्जिया की रूह है। मटक्वारी दरिया के किनारे आबाद पुराना तबिलिसी सिर्फ एक जगह नहीं, यह एक तजुर्बा है। जब आप पास की तिंगिंग गलियों से गुजरते हैं तब ऐसा लगता है जैसे वक्त के साथ पीछे लौट गए हों। पत्थरों से बनी गलियां सदियों के कदमों की आवाज़ सुनाती हैं। लकड़ी की बालकोनियां बाजुओं की तरह फैली हैं, और हर मोड़ पर कोई नया सहनी जहाँ छपा हुआ दरवाज़ा आपको खुशामदीद कहता है। यहाँ के मकानात एक दूसरे की तरफ झुके हुए हैं, जैसे बरसों से आपस में बातें कर रहे हों। दीवारों पर वक्त के निशान हैं, लेकिन आने के अंदर वह यादें महफूज हैं जो नस्लों ने यहाँ गुजारी हैं। नरमरंगों में रंगी हुई लकड़ी की बालकोनियाँ सिर्फ तामीरात नहीं, बल्कि जॉर्जियन मेहमान नवाजी की अलामत हैं। सदियों तक ये है जगहें थीं जहाँ हमसाए इकट्ठे बैठते, चाय पीते, हंसी बांटते और मौसीकी की आवाज़ गूंजती थी। यह शहर मुख्तलिफ मज़ाहब और सकाफ़तों का संगम है। चर्च के करीब मस्जिद है और उसके साथ कनीसा। यहाँ सदियों से मुख्तलिफ मज़ाहब एलोगाम इनके साथ रहते आए हैं।
This is the oldest house in the old city. It's almost 300 years old and has a story, like many houses here. And this used to belong to one person, an Armenian merchant, and this was a gift to his Georgian lover. Very nice gift. Think house. And first floor was used for animals like horses and stuff, second for guests, and third for residents because it has the best view. This part over here used to be a kitchen, not anymore. Right now it's an Airbnb. Times change. And thing is, that was the lifestyle of those times. This type of house used to belong to only one person, but everything changed during Soviet Union, because during Soviet Union, they had this project called communal spaces, aka komunalkas. So what they would do, they would confiscate a person's property, kick the original owners out, and squeeze as many worker families inside as they could. At least 16 families would live in this type of house. They would share a kitchen, bathroom, and that's how people lived back then. Right now, of course, apartments are divided. People do not share a kitchen and bathroom anymore, but people kept one common space, and that is balconies. And balconies where everything happens. And this is a typical Tbilisian courtyard. And when we talk about Tbilisian courtyard, it's not just architecture, because the arches, the color, that's a Persian influence, actually. And the thing is, it's how people live here. It's a lifestyle. So, well, balconies where everything happens. People share news, they gossip, they celebrate birthdays, Christmas, New Year. There was once a wedding here, now our tour got canceled because we got invited in. But nobody complained, it was great. So lots of stuff happens here. And we have this cute tradition, like in many other cultures as well. When you're baking something sweet, for example, and you take it to your neighbor, when it's time to return the plate, neighbor cannot return the empty plate. So they put something in there, and then you put something, and they put something, and it goes on and on and on and on. Never ends. So this is a great place to be. If you are a social person, or if you have kids, this is great. But if you are an anti-social person, this is horrible, okay? Because everyone knows everyone. Even the neighbors know color of your underwear because everybody's using same laundry line on top that you can see. So you don't get much privacy here. That's what I'm trying to say. If you want the privacy, you gotta live into the newer part of Tbilisi with the boring building blocks. You're gonna get privacy there. Here, you gotta socialize. That's how it is here. Also, this house has a really easy nickname to guess. Can you guess?
The Blue House.
Yes, the Blue House. You're correct. Easy peasy, Blue House. Yes. All right, everybody, you guys can get closer a little bit, take pictures. I know cars are parked so like this for today. Let's gather here just in case the car comes, so we can leave the a little bit. So, everybody, I just want to mention a tiny detail. Behind me, we have two little bridges that are connecting two houses. We have lots of these during Soviet times because they had a purpose. You see, in those times, if you said anything against the regime, people were ostracized, either shot or sent to Siberia. That was the situation at the time. And when they were coming to get you, our neighbor would see and warn you beforehand so you could run away with the help of these bridges. So we had lots of these. Of course, Soviets destroyed it. We only have two left right now, these two right here. Just a tiny detail I wanted to mention. Also, we have nearby the grape plant. I want to talk about the wine. So you guys are actually in the oldest winemaking country in the world, and not just me saying it. In 2017, in village Imiri, which is a south part of Georgia, the remains of the wines of the grapes were found, and we called archaeologists from all over the world just to confirm. Right now, we're officially marked as oldest winemaking country. Yes, I'll take the credit. So we've been making wine for 8,000 years, and for 8,000 years, we haven't been sober. That's kind of true. And how we make it, we have this big lemon-shaped clay pot. We call this thing kvori. We put kvori on the ground, waiting for fermentation to happen. Soil also gives the rich taste. And then we take out, we drink it. At least 6 months we wait. And we have 29 microzones, which is pretty cool for this tiny country because you take one type of grape, put another microzone, you get punch one.
It tastes strong, but I do.
Okay, that's how they do it in Minnesota, right?
Gotta do it. Gotta stay warm from us.
Gotta stay warm, exactly.
If you like Julius,
Yeah, I think you're more into the beer than
I would recommend Balconies. Just, it's not quite as busy.
Everybody, let's cross the street.
Yeah, you can go.
Let's cross the street and walk this way. All right, everybody. Here, let's go here. This way.
घंटियों की आवाज़ आज़ान के साथ मिलती है और दाएं मुख्तलिफ ज़बानों में एक ही आसमान की तरफ फाटती हैं। पुराना तबलीसी रवादारी और बर्दाश्त की जिंदा मिसाला। लेकिन पुराना तबलीसी सिर्फ इमारतों का नाम है, इसकी असल जाना सके लोग हैं। गलियों में खेलते बच्चे, सड़क किनारे तस्वीरें बनाते फनकार और रवायती साज बजाते मौसीकार आपको हर जगह नजर आएंगे। बाजारों में रंगावर।
Then I'll forget and my manager is. So let's get a group photo. Everybody, let's gather and take a group photo together. Hold on. So, 1, 2, 3. Hajapuri. And he finished the building in 2010. Behind it, there is a puppet theater. They also have translators as well, so if you like that, you can check it out. And tower itself has different little tiny details. At first, every full hour, something comes out from the top. I'm not going to spoil it. We're going to witness it really soon, right? Oh, like a couple of minutes. Also, at 12 and 7 p.m., the middle brown part opens, and there is a 2-minute puppet show called Circle of Life. So 12 or 7, you're nearby, check that out as well. And tower itself is not straight, right? It's kind of zigzaggy like this. When journalists asked Rezo Gabriel, why did you make it this way? Why didn't you make it straight? He had really heartwarming answer, in my opinion. He said, person's life never goes straight. Sometimes it goes left, sometimes it goes right, but you always have one person who is Yeah, that's the entrance to the theater over there.
I take photo of you. No, oh no, I'm not.
Can everyone hear me? Good. So this is the church called Anchis Hati. Anchis Hati translates as icon of the Jesus face. This is actually the oldest church in Tbilisi. It's a 6th century church. And the oldest part is the big stones in the middle. Little bricks were added in 17th century on the sides. The thing is, well, I told you Tbilisi was destroyed 27 times, but this church was not. Obviously, priests say it was because of the god. That's what helped. But people have legend for it. People say when Persians were walking by, they saw the gate. And if you take a look at the gate, it's not Christian style, right? It's kind of Islamic style. So they thought this was a mosque and they didn't destroy it. That's what legend said. But that legend has one flaw because you can see Jesus' face from here straight up. So we're to let's really know why the church was not destroyed, but we are really glad it was not. If after the tour any of you want to see insides of our Orthodox churches, you can do so. The only thing you gotta do, women have to cover their head with a tent or a scarf, and men have to take off their head. So otherwise, do not worry about the clothing that much. These are very touristical areas. Priest is not gonna come after you with a cross or anything.
शबू बखरी है मसाल है फलावर घरेलू शराब छोटे कैफे में लोग कहानियां बांटते हैं और मेहमान के लिए प्याला उठाते हैं जॉर्जियन लोग मानते हैं कि मेहमान खुदा की तरफ से इनाम है और पुराने तबलीसी में आपको यकीन हर मुस्कुराहट और हर मुलाकात में महसूस होगा वक्त ने इस इलाके को कमज़ोर ज़रूर किया है
I just saw it in a painting snap.
The patriarch of Georgia. Patriarch basically head of the church, but we're not here to talk about him. We are here to talk about Georgian language. So, in English, here it says Patriarch of Georgia. In Georgian, it says Sakatolo Sapatriarcho. So, what do you think Sakatolo is? The same sign. It's really easy. Yes. So, Sakatolo is how we Georgians call ourselves. We do not call ourselves Georgia, we call ourselves Sakatolo. And I promise to tell you why people call us Georgia. Well, Greeks gave us that name, Georgios, which means land of the farmers, and other nations picked up their variation from this. So, Georgia, most countries call us Georgia. There's also another name for us, Kyrgyzstan, which means head of the wolf, and Sakatolo, how we Georgians call ourselves. Last part, Old Tbilisi means wine harvest, which makes sense because we're a wine-making country. In Georgian, we have easy stuff and hard stuff. At first, I can read the sign in Georgian because I can read the English one. Crazy, right? Why? So in Georgian, we have one alphabet and 3 scripts. This is the oldest script. Only church uses right now. We do not use this anymore. We have a modern script called Mtkvari. It's also round and curvy-shaped letters as well, but these ones were easy to carve out before we had paper. That's why they look like that. And this was taught to me at school for a year, but I almost forgot. So we don't use it. So also, we have 33 letters. And normal letters, for example, A, B, G, D, and kind of hard sounding letters, and easy words. Zeg, which means day after tomorrow, and mazeg, which means day after tomorrow. Yes? And hard words with 7 consonants. Which means I'm tearing something apart. Kind of sounds like it too. And let me twist your mind a little bit, just a little bit. In English, when you say mother, you say mom. You say father, you say dad. In Georgian, when you say mother, you say deda. You say father, you say mama. So it's opposite. Okay? So, on a street, if you're going to see a kid calling father mama, it's okay. But only here. Okay? Yes. Also, okay, the phrase I love you sounds romantic in most languages, like je t'aime, te amo. I love you in Georgian is meshen mikvarchat. Meshen mikvarchat. So when you're saying it, you have to suffocate a little bit, so I guess that person must be really special for you. Yes. Also, saying hello. In every language, it means something, like shalom, peace, hello, health. In Georgian, hello is victory. Yes. When we're saying hello, we're saying victory to you, victory to me. So gamar joba, hello, connected to the victory word gamar joba. This is also connected to the word auvarjos, which means cheers. So hello, victory, cheers, connected to each other, sound kind of similar. Also, I want to teach you one word. You're going to use this word a lot in your stay. It is called shemo mejama. Shemo mejama. Say it. Good pronunciation. It means I accidentally ate the whole thing even though I didn't want to because it was delicious. Meaning of one word. So, you're gonna need it a lot here. Shemo mejama. And this prefix shemo aims to take the responsibility away from the person. So if you did something you don't want to take responsibility, you can add shemo in front of the word and you're good. That's only in Georgian. Yes. Also want to add that English is a must nowadays. We start English at 2nd grade. 3rd grade, you have to add additional language of your choice. So most of the time when kids finish school, they speak a couple of languages, which is pretty cool. Also, the language itself, Georgian language, is not connected to any other family of languages. People always ask me this. Are you similar?
Nobody really spoke Oh, it's fire comes out and fire.
Right, everybody? Yeah. So, everybody, we're gonna go on this bridge here. So, do not get lost, please. After the bridge, we're gonna come back here and walk these tiny streets. Okay, right now, let's see the bridge. Let's go. Yeah. European flag. We became a time state at the end of 21st. Our current government, with their politics, they really messed that up. Now we're not going to get that kind of new back. They try, but we're not interested in your proposal.
What I would expect showing them this.
Yeah, it's like 53. They let the flag. And of course, yesterday was Independence Day, but every night in French Parliament, more than 100 days for
Tombo.
Yeah, this was the